What are you talking about? It is hard to explain. Lox poked the barrier. Will may not be the right word, but higher-tiered aspects embody different things and almost have different personalities. This is my first spell with one, so I am a little unsure how it works. You used an untested spell in combat? Cleopatra stepped toward him threateningly. What have we said about that? Remember when one of your little battlefield experiments sent Jed for a respawn? You blasted him so far away, Zara couldn't even raise him. Easy, Cleo. Zara stepped between them. Nothing else was stopping it, and we needed something novel. Besides, he has apologized about that 100 times already. Zerk, can you shadow step out of this? Lox looked away from Cleopatra and to the shadow mage. Let me try. Xerxes stepped into the shadow cast by their bodies in the middle of the circle and reappeared in the shadow of a building outside the barrier. Evidently I can. He walked back over to the barrier. Too bad you can't step us out with you. Jed tapped on the barrier, watching the barrier concentrate briefly at the point of impact. How long before this spell runs out of juice on its own? It could be hours or seconds. Lox shrugged. That 4th-tier aspect holds a lot of magical power in it. Felix nodded along with Lox. The cohesion of the spell might come apart eventually, but if the 4th-tier aspect behaves like we think, it could keep the spell stable on its own. So what does that mean? Cleopatra sat down. We could be here a while. Felix took a seat and leaned against the barrier. It flared a small amount behind him. You guys are so boned. Saul appeared in the middle of the group. Though I did lose a bet with Regis, I didn't think you would actually manage to use the protection aspect in a spell for a while yet. Saul. Lox sighed, ignoring that Saul and Regis were now gambling on what he did. Can you tell us what is going on? Well, the protection aspect has decided it can only protect you if you remain inside its nice barrier. Saul pulsed as he spoke. So, what can we do? Zara sat cross-legged at the edge of the circle. Well, you can try and break it, though you have no room to do it in here, Saul informed them. And Zerk, no offense, you lack the ability needed to do it from out there. Or you can wait it out, or go for a respawn. Can your scan tell you how long the barrier will hold on its own? Lox leaned his head back and stared up at the apex of the dome. Saul flew over the barrier, and a small ray of light briefly examined the barrier. You will be here for a while. At least several hours, if not a day. He flew back to the middle of the group. It appears that the barrier absorbed some of the magic from the orbs exploding. I could go help, Xerxes offered. No, let's not do that. Felix shook his head. The only group around is Tyrannus's, and the last thing I want to do is deal with Iterius. We could just chill here for a bit, Zara suggested. Not often you get a view like this. Lox looked in the direction Zara was looking, and couldn't help but agree. In the rush of everything going on, he had failed to see the street they were on actually dead-ended on an open plaza. From where they sat, the group could see out over the city. The group was at one of the highest points in the city, above the exit tunnel. It was the last region that needed to be cleared. All the others were either being farmed or had been conquered in the last 4 months since the invasion. From their vantage, the huge city stretched out away from them, nestled on the rim of a long-dead volcano. Lox knew the city was big, but it still surprised him when he could see so much of it. The tower in the middle loomed over the city with its menacing eldritch fire constantly burning at the top. Far away, he could just barely see the city rising up above the entrance tunnel. The city's total area was about the size of New York City, if you count the water in the middle of the city. It was truly an amazing city. Who would have ever thought to go through the effort of building such a large city here? Lox asked. The passive bonus to skill learning from being in the city was nice, but Lox didn't think it was worth building such a place as this. Who knows? Xerxes sighed. Whatever empire built this place must have truly been mighty indeed. Xerxes shadow stepped back inside and took a seat. Well, if we are waiting it out, no point in me staying out there all alone. So, I am starting to question the decision to wait this out. Cleopatra looked around at the platoon of undead assailing the barrier.